Good afternoon, Recovery Church. Mark here with Recovery Church Movement and Recovery Church Nashville, Tennessee. I just wanted to offer a word of encouragement today centering around the word joy. Joy is sometimes hard to define, right? Is it happiness? Is it being overwhelmed by positive circumstances or thoughts? Is it pretending that everything is okay, even when it doesn't feel that way sometimes? I had lunch with my brother the other day. His family is going through some of the toughest stuff I can imagine. And by proxy, my entire family is going through that with them. And he offered me a powerful perspective that I don't think I'd really thought about like I should. As he wrestled with God in that kind of bargain prayer sort of way, like, God, if you do this, I'll do that, he found something that was kind of amazing to me. He found after deep prayer and fasting that God's reply to his prayer was, why aren't you doing those things anyway? It kind of changed the whole perspective for me. Even in his deep longing and his deep suffering, my brother is finding joy and peace regardless, or maybe even in spite of worldly circumstances. He's not having to choose joy. He's finding it. It kind of changed his whole approach to God. So I want to offer an idea today that may help us unpack and maybe even enjoy joy more. James 1:2-4 says, and we've probably heard this verse dozens of times, especially if we're going through trials or tribulations or any kind of negative circumstances. But here's what it says: consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Now, this verse can be seen as kind of problematic, right? I mean, joy inside of suffering, it almost seems contradictory. James is kind of like that, though. He seems to make no bones about our obedience and a more whole life transformation. But knowing that good will come out of bad for those who wholeheartedly commit to the way of Jesus seems to be the way to experience joy. In Philippians, Paul says, I want to know Christ. Yes, to know the power of his resurrection and participation in his sufferings. Even Jesus in John's gospel prays, now this is eternal life, that they know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. So it seems that joy might not have anything to do with happiness, which seems to come and go whether we wish it or not. It seems that knowing is joy. Later in John, Jesus says, if you hold to my teaching, you are really my disciples. Then you will know the truth, and the truth, knowing that truth and the truth itself, will set you free. So as we unpack joy, I want us to consider how we approach the whole idea of joy. Jesus says that freedom or joy has to do with knowing the truth, knowing not only that God gives good things, but that he is the good thing. Knowing that if our faith is tested, that it means that we are pursuing God and obedience to him, maybe even without experiencing immediate fruit or temporary happiness. It means that we are not choosing some loosely defined version of joy, but that we are choosing to know Jesus more and who he is. And that, my friends, is joy. So today, I pray that we will all take a moment and be still and know that he is God. And then as we engage him, knowing him more, experiencing him more, following him more, that it will, and in making us less and him more, that we'll truly be able to be still and know that he is God. And then maybe we'll be able to be still and enjoy that he is God. Consider it complete, all joy, every joy, that we know him and the power of his resurrection. Love God and love people, my friends. I love you all. God bless.